Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
We had Kiana here some time back, and we were like, we love her music. Her music's like, it's super hot, right? And I know that we ask her for if you have inputs and whatnot on some of the stuff. But do you like the new music that comes out, or is it one of those? Do you kind of old man Gary and go, that's trash? That's trash.
No. I'm a music lover through and through. Mo, I'm a music lover. I listen to anything from scores, from musical scores for movies, soundtracks, and not just soundtracks of rock or pop or whatever is there. It's the ones that are really orchestrated. It's my dream to do that, all the way up to what else they're playing, and whether it's hip hop or I listen to all that stuff in between. I may not like all of it, but I love music in general. So when I give my tips to Kiana, I'm really floored when I hear her taking it to places I didn't think of that. I wouldn't have done that, but that actually sounds better than what I had in mind. And I love it when she, in December, January, Feb, I'd be working out and she'd go, wait, Dad, can I make you listen to my new songs? I just need some advice. And then she'd tell me, in this last part, I'm thinking of bringing up my little ad lib there. But if I do that, then I miss out on I said, you know what? Come up with 2 different mixes, and then go through it, let people hear it. But you'll have to decide, Kiana. Don't let them decide. You decide on what you want. But I love that. I don't have to contribute to her creativity because she's already there, but I just like the fact that she just still comes to me and asks me for some advice or some tips. I'd grab that any moment.
We were kind of messing around with her when she was here too, right? We were like, your music, I mean, you can kind of sometimes interpret it as sometimes a bit risque, right? And I go, did you ask your father for permission? Or that verse or that chorus or whatever. I mean, how much do you go from like allowing, her specifically in this case, to write a song like that and go, okay, well, that could be interpreted several ways here, but you're an adult, fine. Or are you like, nope, over my dead body, rip it up, rewrite it again? Absolutely not. I mean, what's the policing like when it comes
to lyrics and all? I think her mom plays a bigger role in that. But with me kasi, I look at the musicality as a whole. And Kiana has to be true to herself. That's the only way she's going to be. And remember, when she writes a song, she's going to be performing it again and again and again. So if she's going to be singing a song that was kind of tapered to fit a certain image, it's not going to be a song she's going to, even if it hits, it's going to be a song that I'm done with that. That's no longer me. And every time she says that's no longer me, tells me she might come up with some risque material with regard to lyrics, but that was her at that time.
Sure.
There might be another season, another time might come where she'll express something else, but that's what people like. They want as raw as can be, as real as can be, as genuine as can be. So in the same manner, I write my music because before, my music is always about God. Yeah, people used to say, is there anything else you can write about except, God? I mean, it's all God. But that's me. And what happened is that some of the people who didn't like my music before are now getting to like the music that I came up with in 1986.
Maybe they're in a different place, right? They're in a different place in their time where they can appreciate it a lot more, right? I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
There you go. Now, of course, I have to warn Kiana sometimes when I say, Kiana, your audience. No, her audience is not just people her age and a little younger. It's people her age and a lot younger. Yeah. So the statements you have and the statements you make, you need to think about those. But I'm not like, stop that. No, and you think about it. It's your journey. So here's some stuff that you can take with you. You can leave it on the side of the road. That's fine. But at least as your dad, I'm telling you, you do have a lot of people listening to you. As intimate as it can be, there are a lot of people that are listening to you, and some of them are listening to you and will get bits and pieces of how life should be.
And so that's how you explain it to her. And then she goes, Mom, and Mom says, nope.
Delete. Control Alt Delete. Well, I haven't saved that yet. That's the point. And then bring it out.
No, and then Mom talks to Dad.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different story.
exactly.